right.
All right, Michelle, let me know if you see the invite. Sorry, guys, probably. Yeah, I promise you, yes, it is worth the wait. Just give us a moment. And we're going to 11 out, right?
Yes.
Now we're going to kill this one. Let's switch over to this one.
Um, all right. Can you guys still see us and hear us?
All right. Still there. Michelle Fletcher is watching.
Okay, wait, don't have that. All right. There you go.
There you are.
Hey.
Oh my gosh. Listen, finally, I promise you, it was worth the wait.
Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, Facebook is tricky. They are,
Listen, it was a completely different problem that we had last time, and it's always something different.
Right.
it is. And they're
All right.
changing this again in a few weeks. So FYI.
Oh, wait.
Exactly. So hang on, let's get it situated since we're switching our technology.
Hey, we're gonna make it work.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it work no matter what.
Sorry.
That's right.
It looks like, I hope we don't freeze up because.
No, we're not gonna do that.
Okay.
There we go.
And we
All right. And you can hear us well?
I can hear you. You sound good.
All right, good deal. We got our folks coming back online, so we'll let them come back and catch up with us.
Awesome.
All right. Alrighty. We are going to get this ball rolling because we're already 15 minutes in, and I promise you we're not going to rush. We're going to make this work because you've got good info to pass, and we want to make sure these folks get it. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get this ball rolling. So we're on site in a different location. We are coming to you live.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Right Way 360 walkthrough. So thank you guys for coming and having patience because we had to do some little bit of moving around. But we are coming from you live from
Louisiana, New Orleans.
Yes, so today we have a special guest for you, and her name is Michelle Fletcher. And we're going to give you a quick little bit of information about Michelle before we start asking her some good questions. Now, remember, if you have any questions, go ahead and comment below. Comment below so we can answer those questions for you. So I'm going to give it back to Mr. Wright.
Yes. So we've got a couple of things that we're going to get out, but like I said, we want to get this ball rolling because we have been waiting for this. A lot of folks have been anticipating this. This is International Women's Month. Exactly. Representing these awesome women, our boss ladies. All right, Michelle. So we want to know the skinny. But first, tell us a little bit about yourself. What's your role? How do you do what you do? Your background and whatnot. Let these folks know who you are.
Okay. So first of all, it is such an honor to be featured on anything that you guys do because I've been in your group and I am gleaming so much from all the information you share freely with everyone. I mean, it's just incredible. We all went to high school together, guys. We have known each other over half our lives. So to see how much you guys have grown, and it's just beautiful, just a beautiful couple, and always just sharing and giving to others. I had to say that first. So you guys from back when, right? We all went to high school together. But my background is actually in IT. I have a degree in management information systems, and I worked in the corporate field for over 10 years. I am a wife, a mom of two, and sports mom at that. And I've always been a little bit of a rebel, I guess. I'm huge fitness, heavy into fitness. And I've always just been kind of into health overall. So what is it that I do? Or did I share enough of my background? I will share too that my parents are Jamaican, but I was actually,
Nice.
I was born in England. But let me tell you something. If you're born in a Caribbean household or whatever your parents are,
You're Caribbean.
you are. It doesn't matter what country you were born in. I was Jamaican. Okay. I went to my house in Jamaica. So that is a little bit about me.
Nice. Now, we've been keeping up with you. Yes, we go way back. But like I said, Michelle has created a sizable business to be reckoned with, especially in a time where we're going through a pandemic. Her business has grown, and we found that to be amazing. So we thought, you know, how befitting then to have you on board. And we so appreciate you accepting the request to come on and share with our group, with our guests. So we're gonna get right into the mix. You have been featured on magazines and you've been in videos. I've followed you on all your media platforms, so I've seen, you know, the hoopla about you. So tell us about that. How's that going?
It has been an incredible, I know last year was a really hard year for a lot of people, but then there was a few outliers, and I would call myself an outlier, where last year actually was pretty phenomenal. And I think I was just in the right place at the right time. God puts you in the place you're supposed to be at the right time, right? And so I am now in the wellness and health sector. I left the IT corporate world over 10 years ago, and I'll share more about that because it wasn't willingly leaving, but you know, I feel like God had put me in that place where I was down for a little bit, but then I am where I am now, and now the opportunities are endless. And so last year was just phenomenal because everything that happened with the pandemic, a lot of people were looking at improving their health. You know, health was really a primary focus last year. And what I do is I offer solutions for people getting healthier. I offer natural solutions through plant-based nutrition to people, and it's so simple and there's research behind it. And so it just blew up last year. I mean, I feel like I think my business like doubled or tripled last year. And the beauty of that is in what I do. And so I am in a network marketing business. In what I do, I not only grew my business, but I helped so many other women, and I do have men on my team too, grow their business. And there's something that's just like, yeah, you feel a sense of accomplishment when you do those things for yourself, but when you help others to do that, there's nothing like it. So I know that you guys are on that kind of accomplished, like you feel so accomplished because you're helping so many people.
Right.
And I'm
Right.
have that helper's high all the time too. So it's just like a beautiful thing to be able to do this.
That's awesome. And yeah, I agree with you. That help is high is something. So
So you took a side hustle and made it your full-time job. How did you do that? And
Okay.
why did you do that?
So I'll go back a little bit. And so last year, with what happened with the pandemic, it was almost a reminder of what happened back in 2008 when we went through that recession, right? Huge recession hit 2008.
Yes.
Mind you, the year before, me and my husband had bought a huge house. Then we had another house, which was an investment property in another city in the middle of the state of Florida. We had nice cars, like we just had it all, right? And then the recession hit. And I mean, we had just purchased our second house probably about 5 months before the recession. And we had a huge house. So all that happened. And then within that, I ended up having 2 kids. Then I lost my job, and we had, yeah, everything just like crumbled. So I feel, and I've experienced the pain of, you know, one day everything's so stable, and then the next day, like everything is just like out of your control. Because that's what last year, like one day everyone was working and going to school, and the next day they were like locked down. Everything just came to a halt.
Right.
So I've been through that, and it taught me to pivot. And there's times where you're putting in a position where God is telling you, hey, it's time to pivot. Like you have to redirect what you're doing. And honestly, I was good at my corporate jobs. I was always like one of the best, constantly being promoted. But was I totally fulfilled and happy in doing that? I tell you, they will suck the life out of you in the corporate
Oh,
world.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
they send you home with a laptop and you're thinking, oh, cool, I have 2 laptops. No, they want you to be logged in all the
That
time.
laptop is a leash.
Oh my gosh, the
Yeah.
laptop. And then back then, what was it? They would send me home with all kinds of stuff. So then I was kind of on the clock a
Right.
lot. And then when you have kids, that, you know, that was before kids. Then I had kids and I was like, how am I going to juggle? Like, this is crazy.
Right.
So, but I didn't know anything else. My whole life, I was raised to go to college, get a good job, and that was going to be it for me, right?
Right.
Had no clue about investments or, you know, another way of earning income. So that's why I love that you guys are doing this, because I've invited my friends, I've invited my friends' children. We've been having so many conversations, and every time I have a conversation with people, I'm like, you have to join my friends group. Like, they have such great information. It's great for kids. And you even put that in your description, like everyone
Yes.
in this group is family friendly. So
Right.
yeah, it's a beautiful thing. And residual income is where it's at, guys. I'm telling you, Lorenzo and Sarah, they're so wise, because residual income is where it's at. And that's where you can create generational wealth. And that's what my goal is to help more people break the generational curses we have, whether it's over our health, over our finances, and even over our mindset, you know, just breaking those curses and being better. Like, every generation needs to be better, and we can start that right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Was it money while you sleep? You know, it's not about the money. And a lot of folks, you know, I won't say a lot of folks, some folks get it misconstrued. We're not about just being rich. It's not about the money. It's about the lifestyle it affords, the freedom to, instead of going, like you said, you got the laptop, you're going to a 9 to 5 that you, in most cases, you really don't want to go to, and you're doing things you really don't want to do, but you have to do it in order to feed your family. How would your life be if you didn't have to do those things? What would you actually be doing if you didn't have to go to that 9 to 5? You'd want to be on a beach somewhere with your family, you know?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And being a boss lady, you know, like myself, how did that make you feel? Like, you're doing this for like your daughter, your sister, because a lot of times they think that women, we can't do anything. But when you have like women in power, it just changes everything, the outlook of everything that you see every day. So for you, how did that change your life as being a boss lady?
Wow. So, you know what? When you first start out doing something different that's against the norm, people don't look at you as a boss lady. They look at you as you're crazy. So it's been a progression of stages of where I am now, where people are like really respecting what I do. But when I started doing this, I was it was like, why are you doing that? Why wouldn't you go back to your corporate job? It's stable. It's, you know that you have a steady paycheck coming in. And so that's the life of an entrepreneur. You start off and people think you're crazy until you start to success. And so now I can say, you know, it started off that I was the crazy fruit and vegetable lady. Like, and now you can really see how it's grown into this huge organization. I mean, I have over 100 people that are part of my team, and that we are changing lives and people's health around, not just here in the United States, around the world. We had, we're able to touch people virtually around the world and share education and help, especially our people, which we're plagued with so many health issues, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Black people, Caribbean people, we're plagued with more health issues than everyone.
Blood pressure, diabetes, the whole nine.
My family, yes. So for me, it's just like, okay, I started it with the intention of, I got to help my family. And then I realized, well, my family's not the only one. I have friends that also need it. And then it's just become so much more than that. And I think when you lead with that passion for other people, and it's not all about you, then that's like the ultimate high. Like it feels good to be here and be able to say, wow, like I look back and I see what I've accomplished, but I don't stay in that, well, look what I've done. I don't really stay there because I'm constantly moving and thinking, who can I help next? And how can I help this person grow? And what resource can I be for this person? So it's awesome though, to know that I'm changing my children's like idea of how to create money. Like it's not, and if they decided they didn't want to go to college and they wanted to be entrepreneurs and think outside the box, I would be totally for that, because I think there's just so many different avenues.
So
And
many, so many.
yeah, my parents were old school from Jamaica. All they knew is they worked hard. And I'm so glad I got my work ethic from my parents, because I
Very
think that's
true.
who I am. I know our parents, right? Caribbean parents, they work hard.
Play. They
do
don't
not
play. Yes.
It's work. What is it? Pick a book. Take a book.
Take a book.
Take a book. Can you go play?
Oh, and by the way, our parents are watching. And we love you guys, so we're not hating on you. Our parents are watching. Like I said, this group is family friendly, and we bleed what we preach.
But that's something good that they put in us, because a lot of time, children these days now is like video game. They don't go outside and play, and it's like, okay, do something that is going to better yourself. So I understand what they were saying now, but when I was growing up, absolutely not. I was like, really, you want me to go study some more? What? Just my brain can't take it anymore. Right. Okay.
But one of the things that I've learned from them is, through the years, is we were raised to work harder. And in this information age, it's no longer working harder. You have to work smarter, because the information is there and it's available to you. And if you apply yourself and you apply the information the right way, you can get a lot further than working and toiling 14-hour days. So yeah, that's what I try to, we try to share this information with everybody, because there's more than one way to do it, like you said.
And Michelle, you've helped so many people to start their business, especially women. How does that make you feel when you are helping someone to achieve the goal of entrepreneurship?
Let me tell you, there's times where, if we're all together, back when we used to all gather together, and I just really look, and it's like almost in amazement of, wow, that I had that effect on so many people. And I was a catalyst to all these women. It's not just being a part of this business, but you see women, their confidence grows. They have now found a community where they're happier. They've found, it's so many levels to it. It's unreal. And then on top of it, they're able to make some extra income, and they can choose to work this around their life. Like, what was I doing before this? I was cooking dinner really quick because my people couldn't eat. So working it around my life, and I've actually been a more present mom and wife, because now I have a home-based business where I'm not tied to, the boss calling me, and I'm the boss. I'm like, oh, I want to take this time off. I was in Vegas last week.
Yes.
Hey, I'm going to Vegas.
Right, like us right now. We're in New Orleans.
New Orleans.
We're in New Orleans. See you later.
I love it. So it is just such an amazing feeling to know that you have that effect on so many people, and that their lives have been changed just because they know me, and because of the information I've shared with them. It's incredible.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Now, so as far as the residual income from what you do, how has that changed everything?
Ooh, that money, honey.
You guys talk about residual income. There's multiple ways to earn residual income, but man, let me tell you, when you're able to help someone one time, give them the education, and then 10 years later, they're still your client. They're still bringing, you did that work one time, and then you maintain it over the years, right? But you put in all that effort in the beginning, and then you're still getting paid on it years later. There's nothing like it. Like, I would put in effort at my corporate job, but by the next day, they wanted me to put in more effort for something else. Right?
Yes.
I'm not saying that I don't work hard in what I do and I'm just spreading the message, but the beauty of it too is when I'm helping other people learn what I learn, because this is a business where you want to help as many people as possible, and you don't keep information to yourself, you share it. So now they're able to take what it is I do, and they're helping me to build a bigger paycheck. So me helping them helps me. And so it's like a beautiful circle.
It's a beautiful circle of life.
Oh my gosh. And that residual income is like nothing else. I didn't know what residual income was, honestly, before I started this business. And so that's why I'm so interested. I've just been like, you know what? I have all this money and I know I need to be investing it and doing it smarter things with it. And that's why I'm so engaged in your group, because I'm learning so much from you guys.
Residual income.
And that's a beautiful thing, because remember, I told you I came from where we were 2 houses, like foreclosed on 2 houses back in 2000.
That bubble.
If you lived through that bubble and you were of age, it was horrendous. It was horrendous.
Yeah, it was.
We suffered. We lost everything. When I say we lost everything, we had our vehicle and we had our clothes on our back.
That's it.
That's all we had
left.
And
of course, the family.
Our family.
We were not far behind
from
you.
scratch.
We were not far behind you. So for us to be, like, sometimes you have to hit the bottom.
Yes.
In order to grow up.
It's a humbling thing.
Yes. And I think that really helped. And I feel that, like, after last year, I think a lot of people have hit bottom, and now they're going to be open to other things and other avenues of creating income and wealth. So it's such a beautiful thing.
I mean, you have to. If you're not thinking about multiple lines of income, because I think I was reading something earlier today, was having one stream of income is too close to zero. And it's true, because all it takes, especially if you're working a 9 to 5, which I've been through, and they come and they give you that tap on the shoulder and say, come with me, leave your stuff right there, and come with me. I'll be honest, it is the most disgusting, heart-wrenching, bottomless gut feeling, like being on a roller coaster feeling you'll ever feel. That's after you've given your all, you're working so hard, you're doing everything, you've worked overtime, you've used your personal time, you've taken away time from your family, and then you get that tap on the shoulder, and it's like, all I know is I will never, ever, ever go back to being close enough to that feeling for somebody to ever do that to me again. Put it that way.
Okay. Okay. In the business that you're in, so many people have failed and so many people have quit. How did you make it that rock star that you are in your business, in the field that you're in?
Hold on 1 second. Why is my phone telling me it's shutting down? Hold on.
Oh, no.
Power.
Put on the power.
We need more lithium crystals, Captain.
Oh no, I hope she's still here. Oh no.
If not, we'll pull you right
If not, yes, if you can still hear us, if sorry, if you can still hear us, we'll pull you back.
We'll pull it right back in.
Oh, wait a minute, we're having the same thing here.
Yes.
Can you guys still see us?
Yes, I think you can still see us. We just need to get Michelle back.
Okay, so we're gonna
get Michelle. We will pull you back in. Just a moment.
Okay, she's still not on, guys. Just a moment.
Just a moment. There's technical difficulties. We will get her back in, because we definitely want to get you guys to the meat of this. Hold on just a moment.
So we're just waiting for her to come back.
All right. So if you guys have been tuning in, I hope you guys are enjoying it. Like I said, we've got a lot of info to pass. We've got things coming down the pike. Tonight we're meeting with Michelle Fletcher, who is an entrepreneur and our highlight female of the month for International Women's Month.
This is the last day of International Women's Month,
yes.
If you didn't know. So we had to come out with something big for my ladies out there.
And we'll get her back in just a moment.
Just get her back in.
Her phone, I think her phone died on her, so we'll get her back in here in just a second. As soon as she plugs up and powers up.
Yes.
Well, we hope you guys are doing well out there. Like I said, we are not in our normal studio tonight. We are We are on site in New Orleans, Louisiana, and we've been working on some awesome opportunities. We've been working with some investment folks, and we had to come out and on site. Like when you're dealing with some of these deals, you've got to come out on site. I think we're going to get it back here in a second. I think she's ready to go. You've got to come out on site and you've got to see the opportunities for yourself. Welcome back, Michelle. We're just keeping them entertained and updating them.
Yes. So
My phone overheated and it said shut down. So I gotta get back on it. Let me tell you, nothing's stopping me today, okay?
Nothing. Oh no.
The devil is a lie.
This information
It
is
sure is.
The devil is a lie.
all right. So where were we?
You were asking, I think Sarah was asking about this industry that I'm in.
Yes, please. Enlighten us. How did you do what you do in a time like this?
Yes. You became, because you are a rock star. I want to be like you someday. Okay.
Yes.
I want to be like rocking with you, like, yay.
You know what?
Guys, you got to understand the level of which this lady's rocking. I mean, her business has exploded. It has continuously grown even through this pandemic. And we've been watching her on social media. Her social media following has grown.
Yes.
I mean, live interviews, parties. I mean, you name it.
Right.
Like I said, we had to get you here. So let them know.
Oh, you guys are good for the ego, I tell you. So one, I think, is that I'm really passionate about helping other people, especially when it comes to health. Like that's always been like one of the things I've always done from college, after college, like just learning how to use the machines at the gym. I would help friends do that. I almost became a personal trainer. I was actually studying to become a personal trainer right before this opportunity fell into my lap. And so I think I've always had that passion for helping others get healthy. So that helped. But then I truly believe in what I'm doing. Like there's so many things out there right now, like so many things out there in the market, and a lot of them, they come and they go, but this company I am a part of has been around for over 50 years. Like they are a stable and lasting company, and they have seen continued growth. And the growth of the company last year was just through the roof. It was phenomenal. And so that, and listen, on a real personal level, there are not enough people of color at the top of this business. Like when I started, I used to be the only Black person in the room. I used to be the only Black person. And I think that also was like a real driver for me, because I was just like, no, this is ridiculous. It's our people that suffer the most from all these various diseases. We have a simple solution to help people get healthy. There's no way. So I was just like, I'm sticking this out. But I truly do love what I do. And I love the fact that because of this business, I have now brought in, I mean, the Caribbean is represented on my team.
Nice.
Yes, Haiti's represented. You got Puerto Rico, Jamaica, Virgin Islands, like you name it, it's on my team. We got South America, we got Honduras. Like, I mean, it's incredible to see the diversity that my team represents. And I'm just like, yes, that's what it's about. Like, we need to see that more. And when I first started, my goal was to be the first Black female at the top of the business. Now, I missed that by like, someone did it 3 years ago. And it's funny because I didn't even realize she was Black at the time, because I think she's half Black, half white. So I thought she was white. But then I have a friend of mine, really close friend, she hit it last year, at the end of the year. So I'm hoping to be within the top 5 at the top levels, because we need more representation. And that's one thing that we have really been working on as people of color in this business, Black people, is just really getting that people to understand how to speak to our people. Because I feel like there's a different way that you talk to Caribbean people, Black people, when it comes in regards to health. So those things have all been drivers for me. And then also just being like that influence for my kids, for them to see that, look, mommy's home and she's hustling, but then mommy also takes care of business. Like mommy still knows how to get dinner ready, and like I'm able to be at their games. Like my daughter plays travel soccer. She plays all over the place. Like we were in Georgia the other day. She has to go to North Carolina. Like I'm able to be present for those things because I have that flexibility. And this what I do in my position allows me to have that flexibility. And I couldn't imagine, I couldn't even have imagined this when I started how many years ago. So those are all things that drive me. And then even when I hear the results from my clients that, how their health has improved, oh my gosh, like those things are priceless in itself. Sometimes I'm just like, if that was all I got to like earn from what I do, I think I would be satisfied. But it's nice that I get a nice paycheck alongside it too.
The paycheck is always
Right.
good.
So, Michelle, we're gonna go. We have a few questions coming in. So let me ask those questions. One question came through. It was what's it?
Oh, Myrtle was asking.
No, Mitchell. Mr. Mitchell was asking, what is the business?
So the business I'm a part of is called Juice Plus. And so it's 30 concentrated fruits and vegetables in capsule or gummy form. We also have a plant-based protein mix. And then we also have a way for people to grow their own fruits and vegetables on something called the Tower Garden, which
Yes.
Dave and Sarah are.
Listen, we became customers a while back because, like I said, we just saw what the product was available, and we were like, we need to work on our health. We wanted to get healthy, and we thought that was the best way to get involved.
Well, see, I garden, and I live in the state of Alabama, and during the winter month, I cannot grow anything because it's cold. So that came in handy during the winter month. And actually, I even have it grown during the summer because I don't have to like pick out weed, and I'm not outside in the sun and I'm not digging anything. So it's perfect for my family. It works so well for me.
So thank you for putting us on to that.
Oh, you're welcome. I mean, Dave is like the best husband because he was like, I think Sarah would really love this. Because I remember when you were showing me your garden, I was like, oh my gosh, you had elaborate like garden beds. And I was like, wow, Sarah's like a soldier out there.
He
and
toils out there. I was like, this is gonna make it 10 times easier.
He just wanted me to spend more time with him than being outside in the yard.
Smart. He's smart. Look, my baby's not gonna be tired when she come to bed tonight.
Absolutely, exactly. Oh, you weren't digging anything. Come on, honey, you're fine.
Yeah, so what my business does, it just offers solutions for people to get healthier. There's actual research behind it that shows that it improves so many health markers like cardiovascular health. It improves your DNA. It improves, it reduces inflammation in the body. I mean, there's over 40 published studies showing that it does all these things. It's been tested on cancer patients, on pregnant women, on pre-diabetic adolescent boys. I mean, it's just, the proof is in the pudding. Eating more plants and eating more fruits and vegetables makes you healthier. And so that's what I offer, those solutions.
So the parties that I've seen, the groups that you get them together and you do these,
it's the
food thing. You know what I'm talking about.
It's the meal planning.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, listen, I have so much fun in my business. Sometimes it's like, I think my husband thinks I'm not really working. He's like, you're going off to that thing again, or you're on this Zoom. Like, it's like a party every time we're together. Our community is so tight, and like we have a lot of fun doing what we do. So we have all kinds of ways that we help people get healthy. And yeah, we do meal prepping events. We do healthy cooking events where we'll show you how to make a healthy recipe using like the produce you grew off of your tower garden. So there's just the opportunities are endless. We have smoothie prep parties where we'll come together and we'll prep different fruits and veggies in baggies, and you'll be prepped for like the week to make smoothies, healthy smoothies. You just dump it in your blender. So then it takes like a minute to make your healthy breakfast or your snack. I mean, we just have so many ways and so many things that we provide alongside our solutions from the company. And it's just so much fun. Every time we get together, like we have wine, we just have a good time. We have a good
time and get healthy at the same time.
Right.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so now if someone who's watching, any of the women or the men, and they would like to get to be part of your business, what should they do?
So they can reach out to me. I'm on Instagram as Health Coach Mesh. I'm also here on Facebook as Michelle Fletcher. On Instagram, you can find my link tree, and that will link you to like all my various sites. So you can learn all about vertical aeroponic growing. You can learn about whole food concentrated nutrition and capsule and gummies and plant-based protein powder. You can learn about, I have so many links on there.
I told them that you got like social media is blowing up. And every time I look up, it's a picture of you. And I'm like, she is rocking it.
I'm on LinkedIn. If you want to find me on LinkedIn, you'll see my resume. Like you'll see where I worked when I was in IT. And then I also have what I currently do now. I was also working for a nonprofit organization last year where I was the program director. So there's just no end to how you can reach me. And if you send me a message, I'm always happy to have a conversation. Reach out to me if you know someone that you're like, you know what, would be a good fit for them. I would love to have that conversation with them. There's never any pressure. I'm not dragging people into this. People are willingly coming in. They are growing, not just like in what they learn health-wise, but also in just their confidence in so many areas. Like the women that I work with are just, they have blossomed into just amazing women. And I saw their potential the entire time. They didn't see themselves, but being in this community, they're able to build up on that. And it's just amazing.
And see, some of your following is here, some of your customers, because I hope I pronounce this properly. It's Highville Ferguson.
Oh, she's amazing.
Highville Ferguson Davis. Let me make sure I get that in there right. She just received your Tower Garden, so apparently she loves it.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
She's
so excited.
Listen, Highville is one of those people that if she was the only person I affected during this time, first of all, she's a stroke survivor. She had a stroke. And then shortly after, she had a heart attack and had to have open heart surgery. And when we met, she was really trying to recover, didn't know what to do, had no resources. Her doctors weren't telling her what she could do nutritionally, and her life has changed. If you saw her today, I mean, amazing transformation. She's like half her size. She is cooking healthy meals. She's growing a garden. Like she has a garden in the ground. She also has a tower garden. She is such an ambassador. She's an ambassador for the American Heart Association and American Diabetes Association. I mean, incredible. And this all happened in 4 years. I mean, this is how lives are changed when
and you can see how you light up when you talk about that.
So it is true what they say. It's what you are what you eat. Yeah.
So, oh my gosh, like she's just incredible. She's doing this business. She's sharing in her community. And I mean, what an impact she's making around the country. She spoke on stages for the American Heart Association and American Diabetics Association. So it's
beautiful.
Wow.
I love that.
That is awesome.
Yeah, a lot of time, when you go to a doctor, because, my daughter has an autoimmune issue, and one of the things we did was change her diet, and that has made a tremendous difference. And I'm so happy that you gave me that pamphlet, and I read it, and I was like, oh, let me do this, because listen, it does change you. If you have any type of medical issues, to eat, you have to eat differently, and sometimes you have to like stop eating a lot of things you used to eat and then start putting them in slowly to see what affects you. So eating is a big thing in anybody who has a medical issue or even autoimmune issues.
Absolutely. And I know, as a mom of someone who's had health issues, it all. Like I was the parents of a child, you must have done all your research. So guys, they know what they're talking about. And nutrition is foundational. It is. We're eating every day, and what you're putting in is going to either bring on disease or
prevent it.
Exactly.
Or even heal it.
Or heal it, yeah.
Or even heal it.
Yeah, Sonia says, plant-based and natural supplements are the way to go. It has been a life-changing for me. So.
Oh, I love it. Awesome.
Let's see if we have any other questions. Let's see. We're scrolling down to see if anybody else has questions. If we missed somebody, we're sorry. Go ahead and ask your questions.
Interesting. are on here, me and Dave actually have the same exact birthday.
Yes.
Yes, we're birthday twins. Birthday twins.
Yes.
So for the folks, can you explain what the Tower Garden is? Because you guys have to you have to understand this thing is awesome. I eat from it
Yeah.
every day. You got to explain it to them.
Yes.
Okay, so I've had my tower garden now for 9 years, and I have to first say that I have a black thumb. I used to kill every plant my mom used to give me. My mom, I realized my mom was such a good like gardener. She used to have plants all over our house from when I was little, and they were always alive. So I just assumed, I didn't know. I had never even thought about who was watering the plants. So then she would buy me plants when I finally moved into my place, and I killed every last one of them.
Oh,
Like, yet. So then when it came time for the tower garden, my husband laughed. He was like, "Oh, that's a joke because you kill even the flowers I buy you. Like they die in a few days. You don't remember." But now I've had this system. So it's about it. You can get it with two sizes. It comes at 5 foot tall where it grows 20 different types of fruits and vegetables and herbs, or you can get it where it's 6 foot tall and it grows 28 different types of herbs and fruits and vegetables. Things like people are surprised when I say it grows like watermelon and squash and eggplant. Yes, those all grow on there. Lettuces do amazing. Herbs are phenomenal in the tower garden. So it's a vertical system because one thing that the creator of the system realized was that in this country, we're running out of land. And it's not just running out of land, but land, viable soil. You know, we all may have houses, but when you dig up some of the dirt, like I'm in South Florida, you dig that dirt, a lot of it is like sand and clay. So it's hard to grow. It's hard to grow. And so he created this system. He actually was a chief horticulturalist at Epcot, the land, where that's a whole ride full of the future of growing. It's all about the growing. So he was looking at it in a futuristic perspective of where are we going to be in like 50 years when it comes to food and being able to grow your own food and have control of your own food. A lot of people won't have the land to grow. I mean, you go to New York, it's a concrete jungle. People can't grow food on their apartment ledge, but now they can with the tower garden because it's only like 3 feet around and it fits in a small space, either inside your house or outside your house. And you're able to grow all this amazing food. Everything grows in less than 1/3 the time at wooden soil. It uses less than 98% of water because the water recycles. So now that's even for sustainability and for the environment. You get 30% more yield versus growing in the ground. So they do research on everything they sell, and they compared growing in the ground with growing in the towers. And they did this study at the University of Mississippi. And it's just like positives all around. And I have people that were avid gardeners and they may still garden in the ground like Sarah, but then they also have added the tower because they're just like, wait a minute, there's some things that I just want to get fast. And they, oh my gosh, you guys really rock the tower garden. I mean, I'm like the most neglectful tower gardener, but the beauty, I neglect it, it waters itself. So I'll come out and I'm like, oh, I forgot to even check on it like for a week. And I like, it doubles in, it
that's
doubles in
kill plants. That's why you kill plants.
I'm so glad. I know. Thank God I'm not like that with my kids, right? But
give them some food once a week, come back and check on them in a couple days.
So bad. But it really is an amazing, like it's a really great way for people that feel like, hey, I'm not a gardener. I don't know if I could do that growing in the soil thing. It really makes it easy. I have people that are like chief horticulturalists that grow in the tower. And then I have people like me with black thumbs, and like they're just so, that sense of accomplishment you have when you grow something, it's nothing like it. Like, and eating your own food and you know you're the only one who touched it.
It tastes different. It gives you a sense of pride. It's something different. It's something different.
And the fact that you know exactly what you put in there, because a lot of times we buy products out, you know, whatever supermarket you go to, you don't know what type of pesticides they put in there, or you know, you just don't know what you put in there to grow. Versus when you have your own, you know exactly what you put in there, and what it's not like you're eating dirt, you know, you're eating actually fruit and vegetables that you put love and care in it.
So I have a comment, well actually it's a question. Myrtle's asking, Are these non-GMO seeds? Are these
Yes.
natural non-GMO seeds?
Yes, that's a great question. They send non-GMO seeds. So when you first purchase a system, they send you seeds to get started. And then after that, you purchase your own seeds from wherever. We have somewhere we recommend you can get seeds from. But we recommend non-GMO seeds because we know that GMO is not good. So yes, I love that. You're definitely someone who's into health. I can
Yes.
see. That's good.
Wait, and Sonia says, you don't have to worry about someone else's dog licking it either.
That is so true. I never thought about that. Oh,
Animals coming in your backyard and gnawing on your food.
yes. Oh, that had happened to me when this is a short story. When I was growing, we went away for vacation. I had the little sprinkler system to go on and come on because, you know, you have to water it. I came back and something ate all of my garden. I cried like a baby because I started these things from seeds, you know, like you germinate it and then you plant it. I cried like a baby.
Especially if
All
it
that
takes
work.
months to grow, you definitely would want, I would be bawling.
Yes.
A
So-
friend of mine, she used to work in Whole Foods, and she said she used to see the men that were putting the produce out, like scratching their butt and putting out the produce. And I was like, you better stop it. She was like, nope. And now she has like so many tower gardens. She's like, I grow my own food.
She loaded up.
She's like, I'm done.
Never again.
Yeah.
So we were talking about earlier about your diet and how we eat, especially in our community, you know, the things that we put in our body. Tori made a comment. She said, it's hard to go plant-based. She tried twice, but, you know, she definitely wants to gradually become vegan. What do you say to folks who have that same take? Because I know other folks feel the same way.
My number one tip is making one simple change at a time. I feel like people are trying to do too much all at once. And guess what? That overwhelm sets in and you just say, forget everything. I see it all the time. The person I am today is because I made simple changes over time. Like it wasn't that I said, oh, I'm cutting out all this at once. No, you start with one thing and get in the habit of that one thing. And that becomes, you know, a regular habit for you. And then you incorporate something else. And that's one thing our community is really like strong about. Like we'll recommend one thing at a time and we'll do it together and then move on to the next thing. And so you're slowly, you know, after a year, you've probably incorporated like 12 new things. And so that makes it easier.
Nice.
So let's see if we have any more questions before I have some more questions for you, but let's see.
No, just comments.
Okay, they're just comments. Okay, so if someone wants to join your business, is there a cost for it to join?
There is, but it's so minimal. I mean, for someone who was broke to join this, how many years ago? It's $52 a year to be a part of this business. I mean, that's
not expensive at all.
That's $1 a week, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, if you are excited about your own health, you're making money back on whatever it is that you're purchasing for yourself. And if you're like me, who likes to talk to a lot of people, when I hear about something good, I mean, my first month in a business, I made over $500 because I was sharing. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was too good to be true. I was like, have you guys heard of this? Like an easy way to get fruits and vegetables? And everyone I was talking to, like my friends and my family, they were like, well, if you decide to do that, I want to get it because I suffer from this and that might help. And I have this issue. And so my first month in, I mean, the opportunity is there. I mean, people come in, you can make a few dollars or you can make as much. It's all up to you. And there's never any pressure in what we do either. We're here to.
Okay.
Stay
you're back. You're back. You're back.
There you go.
Sorry, someone was calling me. So there's never any pressure, but it's only $52 a year. It's low risk. I mean, the company takes care of everything for you. You get a website, you get a starter kit. I mean, we're a virtual business. So you're just speaking to people virtually. You don't have to have an inventory of things at your house. You just have what you use for yourself. I mean, it's probably one of the best structured types of businesses in the network marketing industry that I have seen. And I wasn't very fond of this type of business prior to, like, I was like, oh, I never really had a really good.
I was going to ask that question, you know, about that negative stigma folks have on network marketing in terms of a business and saying it's not a viable business. What do you say to that?
Oh my goodness, everyone's messaging me right now. So I was one of those people. I was that person that my brother used to do one of these types of businesses way back when I was younger. And I just remembered our house was full of stuff. And then he quit like maybe 6 months later. And I just was like, well, that didn't make sense. But I've been a part of this for almost 10 years, guys, almost 10 years. I've been able to be at home.
Wow.
We bought a new house since that time. We bought a new car. I mean, everything has changed. Like
Yay, congrats on that.
I mean, we have savings that we know that if anything was to happen, we're good. You know, we're good for a while. So, and that's what this business has brought. Like that has, it's just like priceless. So I think now more than ever, people need to be open to this type of business because that is the direction that we're moving in. Times are changing. Times have changed. Times aren't changing.
Changed. They're not changing. They've changed.
And we are in a virtual world now. And so this business has been virtual for me for as long as I've been a part of it. And so it has just last year, it wasn't that I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do now that no, I was already doing work from home. I've already been home based. And so it's just really something that you make it what you want to be. And if you are teachable and open to learning, you can make, this can be something that can be totally phenomenal for you. And I see that, I've seen it. Like the person that I'm partnered with, she retired her husband over 5 years. She's been retired. She's been doing this for 20 years and they make a lot of money. Okay. And that's what I'm direct to. She used to be a high school guidance counselor. So the way that we're structured, we have more of a structure of a virtual business, a virtual franchise business and a corporate structure. Because at the top, you get a full benefits package. So right now I get benefits too, as if I was. You get a full benefits. And I mean, the benefits package you get with this company when you make it to the top is better than a lot of the companies I worked for. And I worked with some like awesome companies when I was in corporate world. Yeah, I worked for some great companies and I thought I had a really good benefits package, but this, what you get with this company surpasses for sure. I mean, you get acupuncture, you get all kinds of things that are not typically part of your medical package. And then you get life insurance, disability, you even get coverage if you have an elderly parent and they need to be taken care of. You can, it's incredible. There's so many things that they give you, eye, vision, dental, all of that. So
you have a business that you start off as an entrepreneur that then provides a full and complete coverage package along with the residual income and a lifestyle to match.
Oh, and we will talk about the tax breaks, guys. Do not.
Yes. You know, that's what we're about here.
Oh my goodness, you cannot sleep on tax breaks. So first of all, when people see that you have an at-home business and they think, oh, well, that looks like it might take a lot of times, the amount of money you're saving because you have a small business or an at-home business surpasses kind of maybe that part-time job you would be going into to work for someone else. It will surpass that. I was just watching this amazing video from a tax strategist, and these are the type of people that come and speak for us, just to educate us on what we have and how we can make it better. She was just like, when you're going out to meet someone and you're talking about the business or you're sharing the product, you automatically are writing off 50% of whatever you paid to have lunch or dinner with that person. Like it's a write-off, it's a tax write-off. And we're able to tap into tax write-offs that companies like Amazon tap into. You're able to access that. And that's a lot of, you have no idea the amount of savings that alone gives you. Like even if you were just earning maybe a few $100s a month doing this, the tax write-offs will pay you.
It's worth it.
Yep, exactly. So $2 is nothing. Think about the tax write-offs doing a at-home business.
Absolutely, and we tell folks about making sure you get with your CPA and your tax professional, your tax lawyer, because there are so many benefits to being having your own business. As long as it's registered and you're working in that industry in that field, there's so many tax breaks that actually work out for you more on the back end than even the monthly residuals that you're making to start with.
Yes. So you will make more when it comes tax time You know, you might have started out making a little bit, but you will make more when you get those taxes. You won't have to pay as much, or you may be getting money back now because of how much you're saving because you have a small business. You're writing off things like your car, the mileage, you're writing off the internet at your home, the phone. There's so many things, your house, because your house is now your office. Like there's so many things you have to put into consideration when you have an at-home business, and that alone pays in itself.
Awesome, awesome. So we're rolling on time, but I wanted to definitely, because these folks have been active in your group here, and they have been commenting and asking questions, and we love it. We love it, guys. If you have any questions, go ahead and shoot it now, and then once we close out on the questions, we're gonna have Michelle drop her information again, so that if anybody wants to reach out and find out more about the business or the products, or just wants to learn out more information about changing your lifestyle in terms of your eating and just for health purposes, you can reach out to her. So if anybody's got any further questions, you can go ahead and drop it.
But I do have one question for you, Michelle. So what if, they don't want to do the business? Can they just purchase these things from you?
Absolutely. So that's the beauty of our business too, is that you don't have to be a representative in order to access the products. You can just be a customer. So I've had customers that have been my loyal customers for close to 10 years now. So they give you that option. And actually 80% of our business is all customer based. There's only like about 20% that do the business. So there's no pressure in that aspect. Like you have the choice. But what happens a lot of times is those dedicated customers end up wanting to do the business because they naturally are telling their friends about it, and this is something that they use. And even the tower gardens, when people see your tower garden, oh my gosh, they want to get one themselves. So
yes,
everybody who's seen ours said the same thing.
You're like, oh my gosh, you're growing tomatoes. I'm like, yes, inside the house. and I had cucumbers, bell peppers. I had everything, from spinach to. We didn't do broccoli, but we did celery, carrots. Oh, we did so much on my tower garden.
And you just mentioned something there. You said, you're using the products and folks see it and you're telling them about it anyway. I did a video not too long ago on affiliate marketing, and you're doing the same thing for all kind of products. I mean, your shoes, your clothes, your eyelashes, your mascara, your makeup, your this, that, and the other thing all the time. And you're not getting a dime for it. And it's not that you're looking for it, but imagine you could, so affiliate marketing, imagine being your own boss in your own business and doing the same thing, loving it and getting paid.
Exactly. Because, like someone comes to your home, just like you were saying about affiliation, and they're like, oh, I like this. Guess what? I could sell it to you.
Yeah.
So you're making that money on the back end of,
us women, that's what we do naturally. We're all
right.
We are, like, I'm always telling people, oh my gosh, have you got this? I do it naturally, and I don't get paid for the majority of things that I recommend. I don't get
paid here.
Right? That's what we do. So, oh my gosh, this has been such a great conversation.
We are, like I said, we're Martha says he's got to get it.
He got to get it. Let me tell you,
awesome.
You're not going to regret it. My favorite part of this whole thing is that you fill the tank up and you forget about it. You better check it once a week. Don't do like Michelle and don't do that. No, don't do like Michelle. But at least
it takes care of itself.
Yes, it does take care of itself for the most part. But you should always check it at least once a week. But I love that. And then we went on vacation. I didn't have to worry about watering because it has a timer, and I was like, oh, this is great. And then we have cameras in the home, so we would just look in the camera and watch my babies grow. I'm like, oh, look at them.
I said the same thing. She said she calls her babies.
Oh yeah, those are my babies. I even sing to it. Okay, that's.
I have pictures in my phone of my babies. I'm like, if anyone, like, here you go. There's like as many probably of my kids as the tower. Like I was gone for 6 days in Vegas, and I came back, and it was like everything is so big. My lettuce bolted. I got to take it out. But it was like, you didn't eat me. So then it started seeding. But I mean, everything has grown so much. And 6 days, still had a bunch of water in there because it's not too hot right now where it's absorbing too much. So it's amazing.
And then it tastes differently. Like it tastes different. If you buy a tomato from the store and eat the tomato you actually grew on your garden, it's completely different. Like I'm going, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Why does this taste? It's like a sweet, fresh taste versus like, oh, this tastes fake. Like literally, I do notice the different now from like going to restaurants or going out to eat. And I'm like, okay, this doesn't taste like my veggies. You know, like my
You get snobbish with the salads.
I know, we're spoiled.
I'm like, oh, this don't taste right at all. And my husband's like, it's just lettuce. I'm like, no.
It don't taste like my lettuce.
Not as good as
Yeah, Sonia says, sounds good, and you don't have to get your hands dirty.
Right.
No,
nope. There's no dirt involved at all. So that's the best thing. And what else that we need to know about the garden? Like what other information we need to know about the garden that we haven't asked?
So maybe people are wondering, how does it stay on? So it is plugged in, but it uses less electricity than a nightlight. So it's like less than $7 a year to have it plugged in.
So that's why my electricity bill's been down. Okay.
And the bill, I mean, the is plugged in because the motor pushes the water up like a waterfall up into the system, and then it drips the water and the nutrients onto the roots of the plants. And that's why they grow so fast, because now the plants aren't searching for those nutrients in the soil, they're getting it directly to the roots. And so it's incredible. If you want to see a quick video, and everything grows so quickly, like you'll have a seedling of lettuce, and in 4 weeks you'll have a whole head of lettuce, like you're eating your salad.
It grows that fast.
It does grow that fast.
So we're not going to give them any more info there. If you guys want to find out more, because we were telling you, we're not making this up. This stuff is great, and we've watched you grow your business, and it has been wonderful to watch, especially coming back from so many years and seeing you guys flourish the way you have. It's been awesome. Giving back, like I said, hats off to you.
Okay, so before we let everyone go, please tell us, how can we get in contact with Michelle Fletcher?
So I will leave my phone number in here because I know we're like family in this group. So my phone number is 954-261-7405. You can also find me on Facebook as Michelle Fletcher. I'm connected to Dave and Sarah. I'm also on Instagram as Health Coach Mish, because I am also a health coach, a certified lean health coach. And then I'm also on LinkedIn. And where else am I? If you look on Instagram, you'll see all my different platforms, because there's a link tree where you can access my various websites. And then I also have a customer or like a community group where we share health information, and you can join that for free and just learn different ways and techniques of getting healthier. So if you're interested in being a part of that too, let me know. But this is
sorry. So all you have to do is click on her picture right now. If you can see her picture on the live right now, is Miss Michelle Fletcher. Click on that and you'll be able to go to her profile.
Yes.
All right. All right. Well, Michelle, like I said, it has been a pleasure. We are in awe of the business that you've grown. We are so proud of you. Let's just say that first. We are very proud of you, and we wish you continued success.
And thank you for making us much healthier than before.
Listen, and thank you for like teaching me all the wealthy tips, because I'm appreciating it, and I'm adding people in this group because they want to learn too. So we appreciate you guys.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
All right. And don't forget, health is wealth.
It is. Yes.
Absolutely.
Bye, guys.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. You guys take it easy and tune in for more. We'll have another Hump Day Hustle right here in the Right Way 360 Wealth Group. And we'll be leaving you from knowledge, baby.
Let the good time roll.
All right, Michelle. See
Bye,
ya.
guys.
Bye.